Hello, I am Tato Cat. Welcome to my channel. Today we are playing Sentimental Trickster. Last time we ate some bad food, found out Mr. Vampire is a painter, Hawkeye still thinks we're funny, Cool Guy is a janitor. We still don't know Cool Guy's name, and he let us have a key to the roof. Yay us. Let's continue. I can just picture you here, saving damsels in distress and beating up bad guys like some kind of modern day superhero. Superhero? Maybe I should become one. Jin the janitor to the rescue. How does it sound? Well, now we know. Cool Guy's name is Jin. Hi, Jin. It sounds like you need a better superhero name. I'd ditch the Mop of Justice and Recovery Bucket too. Haha. What's your name, kiddo? Oh right, we didn't exactly introduce ourselves. I'm Haru Amari. Oh, I like it. Haru Amari. It has a nice ring to it. Thanks. Can you maybe not call me kiddo now? You can't be much older than me, so it's kind of weird. Sure thing, Haru. He glances at his cell phone. Whoops. Have to go. Work calls. See you later. Okay, bye. He grins at me and walks away humming. Note to self. Stop following strange men around just because they're nice to you. Jin the janitor. It's been a while since someone called me their friend. It might have been on a whim. He probably didn't even mean it. Still, I can't help but feel happy about it. Okay, time to go to class. The classroom is big and bright with squeaky clean furniture and flooring. Someone must take good care of it. It is very pretty outside. Giant windows. Still, the most impressive thing about it is a huge window with a view of dozens of cherry blossom trees. I can imagine someone confessing their love there. They'd probably be accepted. After all, can you get more romantic than this? A couple of students glance my way but lose interest quickly. This is a city, not a little town. My hair must look pretty normal to them, which is a relief. I'm not sure I'd want to be the center of attention like Kane. And speaking of Kane, is he here somewhere? Suichiro mentioned that he and Shinya also go to this university. I look around. Oh, there's Shinya, sitting alone. What a shocker. Should I go and say hi? Our morning talk was so pleasant that I just can't get enough. He looks my way. Yeah, I'll sit somewhere else. I noticed the girls from yesterday. Their names were, Midori, and I don't think the Disney princess gave me hers. Midori waves to me, and I'm about to take a step towards them. But one look at the blonde stops me. She glares at me and ducks her head, blushing. She must still be mad that I watched her perform that scene yesterday. And anyway, all the seats in their row are taken. I'm about to give up and hide somewhere at the back when I notice Kane. He's looking at me. He gestures at an empty seat beside him. As I come over, a few girls and guys glance my way. I don't sense any hostility though. Maybe the real world is not like anime after all. I take a seat. Hi. Were you saving the seat for me? Well, you don't know anyone else here, and I can't quite count on Shinya to make you feel welcome. He blinks and stops abruptly. I shouldn't have said it. It was impolite to badmouth the person behind their back. As opposed to saying bad things about them to their face? You know? Yeah. Forget about what I said, okay? I'm treated to one of his dazzling smiles. Hell, no wonder good-looking people get away with things. If he shot someone, I'd probably be consoling him right now. There's no reason not to speak your mind, especially when Shinya is involved. But I promise, I won't tell anyone. Thank you. Kane relaxes, and his shoulders brush against mine. He probably doesn't even notice. I, on the other hand, feel like every nerve in my body has moved to that exact spot. You're welcome. Get a grip. You're not 16 anymore, and even if you were, you didn't act like this. It's all because of that face. What's with him and the face? I kind of want to know. But I feel like maybe I should just do Jin's route because I already made the effort and that choice to ignore everybody else just to see if I could find Jin in the first place. And, it's me who should be thanking you. I really don't want to sit alone. I feel my cheeks heat up. I should have stopped that. Thank you. I'm sorry, Haru. About what? I feel bad about yesterday. Someone should have gone with you to the store. I know the store is close, but still, it wasn't very hospitable of us. It's okay. It was pretty interesting. Interesting? The fight. Oh, right. Interesting was probably not the best way to describe witnessing a street brawl. We didn't just witness it, we were part of it. The teacher arrives right on time and closes the door. But why were we expecting the other two to be in our class? This is university, not high school. Just because they're at the same university doesn't mean they're going to be in any of our classes. We don't know what their major is, after all. We don't even know how old they are. Unless it said on the website or something, but I didn't read that. Huh? It's Soichiro. So he's our teacher? Why didn't he tell me he was a teacher here? Was he embarrassed? And more importantly, will he be alright? I can't imagine him being in charge of 30 people. He says hello and checks the attendance, then he stands up, facing everyone. Today, we're going to continue on the topic of body language. We already know how much our body language affects how others see us. It can decide who's going to get hired or asked out on a date. But our body language also influences how we see ourselves and how we act. The question is, can we do anything about that? Can we change how we feel about ourselves by changing our body language? Soichiro's voice is loud and clear. No, it wasn't. He delivers his speech without any stutters or indecision. I guess that's true, we didn't say every few seconds. He must have done this a million times, but I can still hear the excitement in his voice. I find myself leaning towards him, listening intently. What? I wasn't expecting this to pop up. Do you remember this pose? With your arms on your hips and your head held high. When you feel confident, you stretch out to make yourself bigger. Aww. How about this one? You feel powerless, so you close up to make yourself smaller. You cross your arms, hunch your shoulders, and look down. You may also touch your neck, protecting yourself. This kid. Oh, but you also touch your neck a lot, Mr. Hayashi. Does that mean you're not confident? Soichiro blinks and stares at the guy who asked the question. I don't think the guy meant to tease Soichiro, but everyone is perfectly still, waiting to see what the teacher does. Of course, Soichiro puts his hand on his neck. A couple students laugh. Mr. Hayashi, you're doing it again. You're right. Sorry. Mr. Hayashi, you need to be more confident. Mr. Hayashi, do you have a girlfriend? I don't think we should talk about such things. Let's get back to the topic at hand, okay? He smiles weakly. The students pretty much ignore him. Some keep asking him silly questions, while others start talking to their neighbors or checking their phones. One question was all it took to throw everything into chaos. Maybe I should do something. Make fun of him, ask a serious question. We don't need to be dicks, or do we need to be dicks? That's the question. If I am nice to him, is it going to put me just on his path and take me off of other people's path? Because I don't want to go after him. I want to either go after Kane or Jin. I think I'll go after Jin. Why? Because I guess that's where our first choice took us. And you know, you kind of have to decide this early on in a game. You can't just continuously figure out who you like in a game, because choices matter. Every choice you make means something, at least in the good games. And I think this is maybe a good game, hopefully. Really don't want to be a jerk to him. Like, there's no reason to make fun of him. But I was already nice to him in the first choice. We were nice that one time. We'll just do a pattern of being nice and then being mean. I raised my voice. I thought we were going to say something silly. Not imply he was gay. I mean, he is if he's in this game, but like still. Maybe Mr. Hayashi has a boyfriend. Oh. Haru. Some students laugh at that. Others look at me strangely, like I've just crossed the line. I glance at Soichiro and see him staring at me. He opens his mouth like he wants to say something, but then just smiles awkwardly and looks away. I didn't really mean to hurt him. At his age, he should just get used to the fact that life gives you shit on a daily basis. I'm doing him a favor. That's not what I thought was going. That was so much worse than I thought it was going to be. And I instantly regretted choosing the dick option. We won't do that anymore. We'll just be nice all the time. He somehow manages to continue the lecture, but the initial impact is gone. No one seems to be in a mood to learn anything anymore. After class, the girls from yesterday approach me. Midori smiles and the princess looks mollified, at least for now. Hi there, Haru. Hi, Midori and Oh right! You never told him your name, did you? She's Anna. Gotcha. Sorry we took off so suddenly. We had a cosplay session. Oh, so you watch anime? Yep, since forever. You should see Anna's closet. I swear it looks like every major character dropped their clothes in there. And hair. Midori. What? It's true. Yeah, but like you're just, to be fair, we just outed our teacher, so you know what, we have no right to say anything. So, Haru, how did you like the lecture? It was okay. But man, that guy's such a pushover. He has absolutely no control of anyone here. Does he really expect us to just sit quietly and listen to whatever he's saying when he's like that? Talk about annoying. Anna's expression turns into a scowl. Midori glances at her, then quickly turns back to me. She gives me a small nervous smile. Well, I think Mr. Hayashi is a good teacher. Sure, he can get distracted, but he usually gets right back on track. Today was different. He must have been nervous about something. Yeah, maybe it's not that important. Look at you protecting a teacher. Seems like everyone has someone willing to go an extra mile for them. Everyone except me. Oh, we get options. That seems to come out of nowhere. Okay, ask about Kane, ask about Suichiro, ask about Shinya, ask about Jin. We'll ask about Jin. Do you know anything about the janitor, Jin? Not much, except I never thought overalls could look so good on anybody. You're here. Also, he drives a motorbike? How cool can you get? Midori's expression turns dreamy and Anna lets out a big sigh. Then she glares at me. Oh, and he's here part-time only. I hear he has a bunch of other jobs. Someone said he even works as a paramedic. I'm not sure if it's true though. Paramedic? Wow. I guess if you're into saving people, you may as well get paid for it. Is there anything else? Well, there's a bunch who don't seem to like him very much. They go around making a mess and breaking stuff just to make his life harder. Why? Did he do something to them? Or are they just being jerks? I think it's the latter. They're filthy rich, so they think they can do whatever they want around here. Of course, Jin thinks differently. When he sees someone being bullied, he stops it, no matter who the bully is. What about the teachers? Don't they do that too? Yeah, at least some of them. But Jin tends to stand out. So all of these problem students target him. I see. Sounds tough. I wish there was something I could do to help. Thanks for telling me about him. No problem. About the girls. Don't ask about the girls. I don't think there's any female options, but we'll ask. Ask about the girls. So, have you two always been friends? I mentally slapped myself. No, they started off as mortal enemies, and if not for this one fateful night in the woods, they'd still hate each other. To this day, their families don't approve of their friendship. Midori considers the question for a moment. Anna cocks her head to one side. Yeah, I know I'm weird, and you don't like me. Well, we met in primary school. I noticed Anna because she was drawing my favorite character, the Dark Lord Evilest Vane. Hey, don't look at me like that. That anime was very popular back then. There was a time when Sailor Moon was popular. Clever. The words come out of my mouth before I can stop myself. The girl's eyes snap to me. No way! Guys never knew about that show? I don't know about that show either. I only heard the title from a friend. I don't talk to her anymore. Yeah, right. You know a character from an old show you've never seen? I was guessing? I see we're a closeted otaku. Anna shakes her head. I think she pities me. I don't blame her. Right now I pity myself too. Anna, I think we found someone interesting. Anyway, getting back to the story. Anna was drawing my favorite character, so of course I had to express my opinion. I felt it was my duty as his biggest fan. And I didn't like the drawing. I said her evilist looked ugly. She said I should stop talking and go somewhere else. We started arguing. I said she didn't really like him or the anime itself. She got angry and started grilling me about the show. We both wanted to prove that the other wasn't a true fan, but we both knew everything. After a while, we started talking normally, and I guess we still do. Midori beams at Anna. Anna blushes a little but smiles back. Needless to say, she's gorgeous when she smiles. What a thrilling conversation. I like the fact that our character his expression changes as the conversations go. Like, all the sprites do that, so it really does look like they're interacting with each other. Midori, we still have to buy lunch. Oh, sorry, forgot. Talk to you later, Haru. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for talking to me. They exit the classroom. I didn't expect to find fellow anime fans so soon. I have some time to kill, so I leave too. I go to the cafeteria and buy the cheapest sandwich. It's still 4 times more expensive than in a regular shop. Since they don't earn money from tuition, they must make up for it with food prices. Slightly confused. So where is our classroom? Our classroom, because these are like normal green trees and stuff, but in our classroom had cherry trees. So I'm going to assume our classroom is on this side where we can't see the trees, and our phone is ringing, I guess. I'm in the middle of exploring the garden when I feel my phone buzz. It's a message from Mom. Hi, Haru. Happy face. I found my phone. You wouldn't believe where it was. Another face. I don't know how to describe that face. How are you doing? I hope everything's okay. Also, weren't we supposed to call our brother when we got to the house? And we never did. Is our brother going to come and yell at us or run away and yell at us or something? How are you doing? I hope everything's okay. You probably have classes now. Good luck. When you have time, call your brother. He's worried about you. I'll call soon. Remember that we love you. Text back, don't text back. Mom hasn't done anything wrong, I don't think. If our dad is a jerk, why not? We'll text back. I'll never understand my mother's love for emojis. I have a love for GIFs. I feel like it's hard to take a GIF sarcastically, whereas you can read a text message and if you're in a bad mood, you'll just think the person is being a jerk. She probably think I'm angry if I don't use any, so I send my message with a smile. I slide my phone back into my pocket and turn around ready to leave. I stop. A group of people are blocking the road to the main entrance. They are all staring at me. I'd feel threatened, but just look at them. Flannel shirts, suspenders, oversized glasses, and fedoras. Oh, please let me see a sprite of these people. Hi. You guys sure know how to tie a scarf. One of the guys steps forward. He bares his teeth in a nasty smile. Where's his fedora? Alpha hipster. Love it. Nice braid, homo. Do you have a matching tiara? You got to be kidding me. Am I getting bullied by hipsters? Seriously, you're going after gays in an arts university? You do realize you're outnumbered, right? Hell, you're probably gay yourself, and you just don't realize it yet. Alpha hipster blushes furiously. Some of his followers look at the ground. So it's true. Ha, busted. Shut up. I don't like guys. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. I feel something cold spread through my chest. I move closer to the group. I don't think this sentence makes any sense, but we'll go for it. Shouldn't you be rather reading Ulysses in the coffee shop feeling all smug and superior or whatever your kind does? Shut up! I have a reputation to uphold. Listen. Very carefully. Suddenly it hits me how icy and foreign my voice sounds. I stop. I take a slow breath and smile. No need to get upset over a bunch of random thug wannabes. Getting back to your question, unfortunately I left my tiara at home. I'm saving it for the prom. One of the hipsters smothers a laugh. The leader glares at him, then looks back at me. Give me your wallet. My wallet and I haven't been on good terms recently. And judging from your clothes, you have more money than me. In a minute, you won't be smiling, smartass. Yeah? Bring it on. Contrary to what I look like, I can throw a punch or two. The leader looks like he wants to ask how big of a punch, but shakes it off and gestures to the others. He must have wanted them to circle me, but they just move a few steps away from him. I must be their first, victim. None of them seem very eager to start a fight. Some of them are sweating buckets, their heads darting left and right. Alpha Hipster seems to have made a decision. Take this! Oh, that was fantastic. I usually avoid his punch. He trips and falls to the ground. I don't retaliate yet. I'm afraid that if I move a muscle, I'll start laughing uncontrollably. He doesn't get up for a while. He must have broken a nail or something. No one throws a second punch or looks me in the eye. A couple of the hipsters mutter, "This is stupid," and walk away. I glance at the windows to my right. Some students have gathered there and are observing us with keen interest. Others are just walking by with deliberate effort to avoid my eyes. Halt! A sudden booming voice from above makes us all jump. I jerk my head up and see Jin. He's standing on the second floor windowsill, grinning down at me. He's not going to jump, is he? Of course he is. He lands on the ground right in front of me and immediately stands up, his hands on his hips. No, they're not. They're crossed. No biggie. I bet people jump off buildings all the time in the big cities. He looks at me, then at the remaining hipsters. He spreads his arms in a placating gesture. Now his hands are on his hips. Everyone, let's talk. Violence is not the way. Says the guy who beat up 4 dudes yesterday. I glance at Alpha Hipster. To be honest, I don't think he deserves that title anymore. He's still on the ground. Don't worry, I don't think there'll be any more, violence. Hey, are you alright? Want me to call an ambulance? He scrambles to his feet and sniffles. This is not the end. I'll get my revenge. Are you crying? Shut up! Die! Oh, the sound effect was perfect. He tries to bolt, but Jin blocks his way. Alpha Hipster bumps into him and bounces away like a rubber ball. He lands exactly where he was before. Whoops. Are you okay? Don't touch me. What the hell do you want? Oh, right. Let's see. Apologize. Huh? Apologize for punching another student. Correction, attempting to punch another student. Trying to punch another student. Apologize for trying to punch another student. Apologize? Do you know who I am? Alpha Hipster. You're a student. So is he. Punching your fellow students is bad. trying to punch them. Move, or I'm gonna tell my dad that. Go ahead. I met with him recently. He seemed like a cool guy. I wonder what he'll say. Alpha Hipster blinks, and for the first time seems unsure of himself. Alright, we'll end this episode here. We'll see what happens to Jin, Haru, and Alpha Hipster. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. I am Tato Cat. Have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon.